I'm not leaving. You will have to put hands on me, which will be an assault, sir.
Please.
And there'll be a misconduct. Look at this guy. You tell me you turned your body worn on.
I forgot.
You forgot. Is that good enough? When you've just assaulted...
Welcome to Candid Cops UK. Real stories, real duty. Life behind the badge.
This episode is supported by the Laughing Auditor, so make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this video, he is calmly filming inside a council building when police arrive and quickly start creating problems. They don't clearly explain what law has been broken and don't give a proper reason for their actions. The situation quickly becomes more serious, and one officer even drags him out of the building, as if that would solve the issue. The only reason the truth is clear is because his camera keeps recording the whole time, and the footage shows a very different side of the story.
You're upsetting the council a little bit.
I'm upsetting the council.
Yeah?
I'm not doing anything.
Well, they've called us and said, because they're concerned, you've come in here, you're wearing a mask, you're wearing shades, and what they were concerned about is that you were filming doors, security doors,
Yeah, I was.
cameras, things like that.
Yeah, I was.
Obviously, in these times, they would be worried about that.
Would they?
Because that looks to be hostile reconnaissance.
What's
doesn't
that?
it? You don't know what hostile reconnaissance
No.
is? Hostile reconnaissance is when someone who's planning a terrorist attack or some other action against people will come to the location in the first to find out where the areas of vulnerability are, where security cameras are, where locations are, that.
Okay.
That's obviously something the council are very keyed up to during
Okay.
modern times.
Okay,
That's something
so-
they're worried about.
Hold on a second, 'cause you said a lot of things. First and foremost, do you mind identifying yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Sergeant James Hudson.
Okay.
As you can tell, I've just come out of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
police station.
Second, hostile reconnaissance. Is that the textbook definition?
I don't know what the textbook
Is it not?
definition is, but that's the definition.
Okay. So, it's not the definition, okay? And it involves covert recording. So this isn't covert, this is
Hostile
overt.
reconnaissance doesn't have to be covert.
Okay, so if you knew the textbook definition, then you wouldn't have said that.
Things start going wrong at this point. The officer calls the Laughing Auditors filming hostile reconnaissance, which is a serious term usually used for secret spying to plan a crime. But the Laughing Auditor is clearly filming in public and isn't hiding or sneaking around. Hostile reconnaissance normally means secretly collecting information to commit a crime, and filming openly doesn't count. Using this serious term here seems more like trying to scare him than applying the law correctly.
Because it's quite clear.
It's irrelevant. We can both agree
Okay.
that would look like hostile reconnaissance. Is that right?
Okay. No, I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
Well, would you mind identifying yourself to me?
Do I need to?
Well, yeah, because to me it looks like you
Yes.
are currently carrying out hostile
Yes,
reconnaissance.
I need to.
Yeah, I'm saying I would like you to because of that.
Okay.
And I think you know that you're going to provoke this kind of
No,
reaction.
you just said I need to identify myself.
No, I would like you to.
Okay, well, I'm not going to identify myself.
Well, would you mind leaving the council?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't mind leaving? Okay, thank you.
If you identified yourself properly, sir.
Yeah,
Please don't
Sergeant-
step so close.
Sergeant
Please.
James Hudson,
Okay. Another
2673, Bournemouth Police
another
Station.
question. What's that in your uniform?
Which bit?
The thing that looks similar to a flag?
That?
Yeah, is that police issue?
There's a thin blue line.
Is it police issue?
No, that was personal.
Not part of your uniform. You know, some people find that offensive. I spoke to your colleague at the back gate.
Do you find it offensive?
I do find it offensive. Can you take it off, please?
No, I'm not going to take off. You'll forgive me for smiling there, because you're talking about the decent thing, yet you're coming in here, masking your
Okay.
face, making members of the other public concerned,
Have you had a
making us
complaint?
receive. Yeah, we've received 999 calls.
From who?
About you. From
who?
council members
From the
and staff.
council, so not members of the public.
This is where it's clear the officer is going too far. Just because something looks like hostile reconnaissance doesn't automatically let the police ask for ID. They need real, clear reasons, not just scary words. Using that label when there's no sign of a crime doesn't follow the law. It's even weaker when the complaints come from council staff instead of the public. Staff feeling uncomfortable isn't a crime. The police can't turn someone's worry into a reason to force someone to show ID.
Are they not members of the public?
I've not. The public officials.
Well, as far as I'm aware, people in here as well have come to them and said, I'm
public-
concerned about that man.
Okay.
So, members of the public within here, because of your actions. 'Cause
What
the way
members of the
you're-
public?
I don't know which members of the public, because
I've been sat here.
I didn't receive the call myself.
25 minutes. So I've been sat here for about 32 minutes, and there's maybe been about 4 or 5 members of the public that have come past and stayed within this area. Not one person's batted an eyelid about the fact I'm sat with a camera. I've not been filming members of the public.
As far as you know.
No, I know, because I'm good at what I do. So
You've spoken to every single person.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm not
what
filming.
I'm doing.
I'm not filming members of the public. When members of the public are passing my camera, I'm dropping
Well, I can only tell you what I've been told, and that is that we've received a call saying that you are causing concern
from council officials
Look,
public
If you let
officials.
me finish talking, I'll explain it to you. But if you're going to try and put words in my mouth, then there's not much point having a conversation, is there?
So I'm not putting words in your mouth. You told me that
You're trying to finish my sentence.
You
I was
had
trying to explain something to
no.
you.
You had
You cut in and
members
tried to
of
finish
the.
my
You says that you had 99 calls from members of staff.
Basically, what it boils down
Council
to
officials.
is
Then the sergeant tries to make his case stronger by saying the public has complained. But the video shows something different. People are just walking by normally. They aren't stopping, arguing, or showing any upset. If there were real complaints, you would see clear reactions or hear something specific, not just a vague claim. Also, the laughing auditor hasn't even filmed any of these people, so no real harm is done. You can't act like the public is scared when they clearly aren't.
yes. Would you like this man to leave?
Okay.
Please exit
One
the
last
building.
thing.
You're now trespassing.
Trespassing is a civil matter. You have no
Which can be
authority.
enforced by the police.
Can it?
Of course it
No,
can.
it can't.
Please leave.
No.
You're not going to leave.
No, you're going to make me leave.
I will have to remove you if
Okay,
you refuse
so
to leave.
let's, before we go any further.
No,
okay?
there is no conversation.
Before we go any further,
You are trespassing.
If you
Please
put
leave.
hands on me, it will be an assault.
No, it won't.
It will be an
I've
assault.
asked
You'll
you to leave.
be
A
infringing my
person
rights.
here
It
who's
is
asked you to leave.
Let me finish my sentence,
So please
please.
leave.
It's a public
No, the
building. It's
conversation is
publicly
done.
accessible. The
Yeah, and your
Please
implied
stop
right to
closing the gap.
access has been removed.
Why are you getting aggressive?
Because I need you to leave.
Okay,
and you
I'm
are
not
not
leaving. It
listening.
is a public building.
Yes.
It's funded by the
Your
taxpayer.
implied right to access has been removed.
You can't remove that.
They can.
It's not your building.
It is a private building.
Okay, it's not a private building. Who pays for it?
The council.
The council pays for it. And who pays for the council, sir?
Everybody.
Okay,
well, you've not identified yourself to me
It's a
as
reception. It is a reception. I've not tried to go past.
Please
Stop
leave.
closing the distance.
because I
please.
need
No,
you to leave and
I'm
you're
not leaving.
refusing.
You will have to put hands on me, which will be an assault, sir.
Please
And there'll be a misconduct. Look at this guy.
Thank you very much.
No,
Come on,
let
buddy.
go off me. Take
This is where the argument completely falls apart. The sergeant asks a staff member if they want the laughing auditor removed, gets a yes, and acts like that gives the police the right to force him out. But it doesn't work like that. Trespass is usually a civil matter unless there's violence or a crime, and none of that is happening here. The laughing auditor is right. A council building paid for with public money and open to everyone doesn't suddenly become private just because someone says so. The sergeant even admits the council pays for the building, which proves it's public. Instead of following the law, he decides to use force and remove him without proper legal authority.
When did you turn your body worn on?
I had it on all the
Why
time.
didn't you tell me? It's against your look at this. Get your hands off me now.
Would you mind exiting
No,
the whole
I'm in a public
premises?
place. When did you tell me that you turned your body worn on?
Would you mind
tyrant?
exiting?
No, I will not.
Why not?
Because I don't want to. It's a public place. I can do what I want. When were you going to tell me that you turned this on?
Do not
you
come-
just infringed on my rights, sir. How dare you? You're a disgrace to the uniform.
Thank you very much.
Who do you think you are?
I'm James Hodson.
There'll be a complaint going in against you, sir.
Excellent.
Professional standards, and we'll
2673.
see exactly what happens. Why didn't you tell me you turned your body worn on?
I forgot.
You forgot. Is that good enough? When you've just assaulted me in a public place?
Well, luckily it was all recorded.
Was it? And why didn't you tell me? You covertly recorded me.
This is not very covert. Otherwise, you'll be removed again. And if
Removed
you,
again?
And then if you don't, we're going to have to look at what, you causing harassment to the people within the
I'm not spoken to anyone in there except that man over there.
Actions. I've told you how your actions
No,
are
you're
coming
a
across to
disgrace,
people.
sir. Go away, you're dismissed. Get out of my face.
Okay. You don't dismiss me.
Yes, I will dismiss you. You're a
No.
public servant. You do what
You
you're told.
are- you are
do
causing
what
a
you're
public
told.
nuisance.
You do what you're told.
We're not public servants.
Where's the
we're crown
complaint?
servants.
Where's the complaint? Who's the complaint from?
Who's the
Member of the public that's made a complaint.
Okay. I would not.
Member of the
I
public
would,
that's made a complaint.
While he's being physically removed, the laughing auditor notices the officer's body camera is already recording, and he was never told. Normally, police should inform people when they are being recorded unless there's a good reason not to. This shows they aren't following proper procedure. Then, when TLA says he will file a complaint, the sergeant responds with excellent, which isn't confidence, it's arrogance. The situation gets worse when the sergeant refuses to call himself a public servant and instead says he's a crown servant. Changing the title doesn't remove responsibility. It just makes it look like he's trying to put himself above the public he is supposed to serve.
You're the sergeant.
Do you appreciate?
He just assaulted me and you allowed that to happen.
No, listen, you've been putting your camera up
And what?
windows when people are having private consultations.
And windows, people having private conversations.
Yeah.
Because where?
No, it's an NHS facility.
I didn't go into the NHS part. I stayed in the
did go to the
reception.
NHS.
No, I didn't. It's on film, you numpty.
Right, now you've been rude.
And what?
That's rude,
it's not
isn't
a
it?
crime to be rude, is it? I've just been assaulted by this man,
one's been
and you want me to be
assaulted.
nice about it. Who do you think you
You're out
are?
of the building because you're causing a breach of the peace. You're actually going to cause harm to people.
Well, arrest me for it then. Arrest me for it
We don't
then.
need to do that.
Arrest me for it. Let's see the CPS say.
The CPS won't get involved.
The CPS won't even authorise charges. You're a numpty.
Don't be rude.
I don't. It's not
Would
a
you
crime.
like to listen to how the law works?
It is not a crime to be rude, sir.
You've been
I've just been assaulted
You've
by
been
this
removed.
tyrant.
You've been removed
from a public place.
For a breach of the peace.
From a public place.
The breach of the peace
Trespassed.
ends now you're out here.
Trespassed from a public place
So
by
what are we going
a
to
police
do?
officer.
What we-
Arrest me if
Will
it's a
you
breach of the
please
peace.
listen?
If it's a breach of the peace, arrest me.
Listen.
Arrest me.
Listen.
And I never got you to identify formally.
Are you going to
identify yourself?
I'm Sergeant Can. Matthew Can. It's written there.
Yeah. Number. Station.
1000 here.
What do you mean here? Is that how you address members of the public? Is that how you identify yourself to a judge? You're dismissed.
Don't go back.
Tyrant.
The second sergeant doesn't try to calm things down. Instead, he makes it worse by changing the story. He claims TLA was filming people in private meetings, but TLA stayed in the reception area, and the video proves it. This isn't just a small mistake. It's trying to make the situation seem more serious than it really is. Then the sergeant talks about breach of the peace, which is often used when no other reason works. But breach of the peace isn't a reason to remove someone just because staff feel uncomfortable. It only applies when there's a real and immediate risk of violence or serious trouble, which isn't happening here. When TLA says, if it's a breach of the peace, then arrest me, they don't, probably because they know the law doesn't support it.
I've been detained.
No,
I'm free to go and I'm free to stay. Jog on.
The breach of the peace will occur again, and you'll be arrested for breach of the peace.
Breach of the peace.
Yeah, and if you keep going in there,
What breach of the what?
I've explained to you.
Define breach of the peace.
Well, listen.
Define breach of the peace.
Would you like me to, or are you going to interrupt me?
Define breach of the peace.
I'm going to.
Go on.
Right. So breach of the peace occurs when harm is about to happen in
What harm is happening?
The harm that's going to take place is
What
you're
harm?
filming people.
That's not illegal, sir.
Listen.
Don't shout at me.
Listen.
Don't talk to me like that. Who do you think you are?
I'm trying to explain to you.
You're talking to a member of the public, for goodness sake.
Cheerio. Doctor has told me that you were filming people having private consultations.
Well, you need to arrest him because he made a false
mental
report.
health facility.
He's made a false
If you
report.
are- if
It's
you
on
are
film.
filming people
It is on
who
film.
have
It can
got
all be proved.
anxiety
This is the witness that
about
doesn't
health
lie.
conditions,
The witness
then
that
you
doesn't
will cause
lie.
breach of the peace.
This is the witness that doesn't lie. It's on film. Why would I lie if
Well,
I
that's
filmed it
fine.
all?
When you make your complaint, you can.
I will
produce
make my
that, can't
complaint.
you? And you will. And,
I will use your
and
own
I imagine
shop.
you'll give an edited copy and all the rest of it.
No, you see everything.
But if you stay out here, we're all good.
I need to make a complaint about a council official.
Okay, well you can do that through their website
No, I
or
can't.
by
I could do
calling.
it. I could do it at the reception.
No, because you are
You are infringing on
purposefully-
my human
You
rights.
are, these are not infringing your
Article
human
10 of the Human Rights Charter. You don't know the law. You don't know human rights.
This is where things get clearly inconsistent. TLA asks, am I detained? And they say no. If he isn't detained, he should be free to stay or continue what he was doing. But even after saying no, they still stop him from going back inside. This means they are controlling his movements without any legal right. It creates a confusing situation where he isn't officially detained, but he isn't free either. Then the sergeant brings up a doctor's claim that TLA was filming private consultations, even though he stayed in the reception and has video proof. If that claim isn't true, it's a big problem because they are using it as the main reason to justify removing him.
Do you not think we have better things to do?
I don't care. Well, go away. I didn't ask you to come out. Go away.
No, you didn't. But
Go away.
But-
you can't trespass someone from a public place. Are you dumb? That means you could trespass someone from a public park. It means you could trespass someone from the pavement.
No.
It's owned by the council, is it not?
because that's not a building, is
It's it doesn't matter. It doesn't. What do you mean enclosed space? Trespass is trespass. Doesn't matter where it is. If you're trespassing someone, you're trespassing them from property, whether it's
From
pavement,
property.
a car park, from a car park or a pavement. Doesn't matter. A park, whatever.
My colleague has had a complaint from a doctor in the NHS.
Have they? I didn't go in there. It's on film. So he's going to get done for lying. You've not investigated him to find out exactly where I was because he's made a false police report. You're not bothered about that, are you? Where's your impartiality? Do you stand on your oath today, officer? Do you stand on your oath today?
I have suspicion that
Okay.
you were
Let me-
infringing on those people's right to a personal life
Personal life. What on earth are you talking about?
because they're in an NHS facility having a medical
I wasn't in there.
consultation,
I wasn't in there.
and you are
So-
sticking your camera through a window.
I
or up
didn't
to
stick
a
my
window.
camera through a window. I went to the
What
door.
are their right to privacy? What are their
There's no
human rights?
expectation of rights. No expectation of privacy in public.
They weren't in public. They were in a private
I
consultation
didn't go
room.
there
You were
though.
filming at
No,
the
no,
window.
no. So if you stood on your oath and you were impartial, I'm telling you that that didn't happen. I've got it on film. I've got evidence to prove that. They made a
Can I
false
see it?
police report. What?
Can I see
I'll
it?
make it available to you at a later stage.
What makes this situation worse is how quickly they believe only one side of the story. TLA keeps saying the claim is wrong and that he never went inside the NHS area, but they don't check or question it. They just accept the doctor's statement as fact and ignore him. This isn't fair or neutral policing. It looks like bias is being treated as truth. When he asks if they stand by their oath, he's pointing out the real issue. Are they there to find the truth, or just to support whoever complained first? The fact that he has to keep repeating he didn't enter the NHS building shows they aren't really listening.
I'm
And you are
belligerent and all that,
purposefully
yeah.
trying to provoke reactions. I assume
Oh yeah, because
reviews
I asked
for
you to
coverage.
I asked you to put your hands on me. Victim blaming.
See how the way you're dressed and the way you're acting would make people worried and scared in this building.
I don't care. It's not my problem. It's their problem. I'm in a public place. I'm not doing anything illegal.
So you don't care about anyone else's rights, you only care about your rights.
What rights is it that I'm breaching of theirs? What rights? Tell me. What rights? What laws? Any of that? You keep mentioning all this stuff, but you can't mention anything. Any legislation that I've broken, anything like that. What have I done that is illegal, that is wrong?
Are you willing to show me?
I'll show you that. If you're going to let me back in and I'll carry on filming. And now, I want an apology. If I prove that there's been a false, I've not been in there. I've not been sticking in when people have private consultations. That was a false police report. Why wouldn't you uphold your oath, remain impartial and investigate that? Because that's a crime. That's someone who's made a false police report.
Yeah, but it'd be their perception. If they saw you near that door and believed you to be filming.
No. You've just put your hands on me under the pretext that I was infringing on people's privacy, as you said. You didn't make an official complaint.
Well, that's why I've come and asked you, and then you've shown me, and that's great.
And you're using it as grounds to do whatever it is you want to do. You're a disgrace, man.
Well, at that time, we had suspicion that was what
Not
happened.
once have you tried to apologise. You see I didn't harass anyone. You see I didn't get in anyone's face. You see I was just minding my own business.
I've said that part of it was true.
Did you apologise?
No.
No, why not?
You said you're going to follow that up with PSD,
Yeah, you're screwed.
and
mate.
then I'll wait for their findings.
You fucked big time. Big time. Now what?
Okay.
Now jog on. Ta-da. Walk of shame.
Thank you very much for your time.
Fuck off. Day one.
Thank you.
Yeah, walk of shame. Bye.
At the end, the sergeant starts criticizing TLA's clothes and behavior, acting like the way he looks or talks somehow breaks other people's rights. This is a dangerous way to police. People's rights aren't violated just because they look different or act confidently. When TLA asks, "Whose rights have I actually violated?" there's no answer, just silence. Then TLA shows the sergeant the video, which clearly proves he didn't film any private consultations and didn't intrude. The sergeant knows he was wrong, but he doesn't apologize or admit it. He just refuses to engage as TLA leaves. This isn't a simple mistake, it's pride over accountability. It shows how quickly suspicion can turn into certainty when officers decide someone looks wrong. Instead of questioning their assumption, they acted on it, and when the evidence proved them wrong, they refused to correct it and walked away.